Hey, what's up? This is the man that you all know and love, Eat Digger. That's right, and you're watching the Charm City Direct radio show and Direct TV, Charm City Direct TV. A lot is going on today, man. We had the pleasure of interviewing the candidate for the Maryland House of Delegates for the 45th Legislative District, Mr. Marcus Dent. Make sure you get out to vote. Also, we're going to shoot right over on to Hampden for the grand opening of Baltimore's own Star B, who just opened up a market, Life Choice Market, right over there on Hampden. So right after this, we're going to shoot over there, get that interview in with her. And first of its kind, a phone interview with my man, rap artist, all the way from Portsmouth, Virginia. The man got Cannon on the phone.
Yes, sir. How you doing? Shout out to Sound City Radio for this opportunity.
Thank you for calling in, man. Hey, tell me, how you get started in the rap game, man?
Actually, it was 2005, my freshman year in college. The current producer I'm working with now, Todd Brown. I met him there, and for the first semester he was there, so we just used to play around and might just record whenever we had free time, and he ended up leaving the school. So between that time, I always just kept writing, but I never actually had a place to record. And then I had an opportunity in 2012 to actually just step back and realize what I really wanted to do with it. So from then on, we just took a more serious approach to it, and now we're here at this project release.
Wow, that's amazing, man. All the way in Virginia. Who or what influenced you to start your career in music?
I would say just because he's my favorite rapper, but also a big influence just because he started so young is Nas, and that's just my personal favorite. But really, my first tune was just one that I was just sitting and it just clicked. Like I had something to say. I maybe put it down with a pen and pad to where it can make sense and still catch on with some people. So that was just really the motivation to try to come in and show people that it's a different side of an MC and a different side of a rapper than what is the norm now.
Wow. And how long you been doing this? How long you been rapping?
The first track I ever recorded on the microphone was in 2005, but up until 2012, that was the first time I actually put something up on the internet and got people to vote and listen to it. So 2012 was the serious support set off, but I've been writing since 2005, just trying to keep my pen tight.
Okay, trying to keep up with the times, so to speak.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so Cannon, tell me about your music. What people will expect to hear when you do your thing.
Okay, the first and foremost, content is always at the top of when I'm writing. Of course, you have to allow the concept to come to you and just visualize everything, but you don't want to spend all day on the hook and then the verse is garbage. So for me, content is first and foremost. Second of all, it's still having heavy content, but also being able to make it a fun song so that people can catch on. Once you get a chance to start touring and things like that, as long as hitting the radio, you want something that people can sing along with, but also that has a message to it. So they can just expect the message in every song, but also expect someone who has a lot of fun doing what I do.
That's remarkable. And your name, of course, your name is Cannon. That's your government name.
Yes, sir.
A lot of artists try to be creative in their names, and I love names personally because it to me is the creative part of just putting a whole identity together. So
definitely.
So tell the listeners out there why the name Cannon, why you stick to your actual name.
Yeah, I'm happy to answer this question because I think it's a big part of representing myself, but also just knowing that I'm going into making music, trying to trying to show people a positive side of it while still getting the real message across. I felt it was important to have my actual name, my actual government name, my actual family name attached to it, because the music is just a representation of myself as well. So I don't need another alias behind it.
Wow.
You know, it's not gonna be in music I'm doing one thing and then in real life I'm living one way. It's all come together. So I just decided it would be best to put my family out there and represent them as best as possible in another avenue like this one.
Wow, that's amazing, because it brings me back to when I was rapping, and I used just the letter E to pay homage to my father, who was named after me, but I don't consider myself a junior, because in order to be classified as a junior, you must have your father's whole name.
Yeah.
So when I did it, I carefully sat down and say, I'm gonna call myself E. So when people look at my whole name, they see that I'm incorporating that E for a purpose, to give homage to my father.
And that's exactly the thing. You know, upon just getting into the game, along with being a great artist, a great MC, it would just be dope to also have your family name attached to that. And, you know, Cannon represents a bunch of people. So if that could go down in the books as being one of the greatest at doing whatever it is I'm doing, and that's just like icing on the cake for it. So I completely agree with you.
Wow. Now, what's next for Cannon? What you got lined up as far as shows, as far as mixtapes, as far as album releases?
Right now, my main focus is just on this Delayed Takeoff, which is my next upcoming mixtape due out February 1st, 2014. Just dropped the first single yesterday, Countdown. So right now, the complete focus is on this project and just getting as many ears on it as possible.
Okay. And one other question, wanted to know, where can people go to see your music, or go to hear your music rather?
Okay, people can go check out my music at www.soundcloud.com/Cannon87. That's my SoundCloud link. That's the new single on there, along with everything else I posted on the internet up until this point. So I encourage people to just go check out the single and then just run through the rest of the music so you can get a better feel for me, to get you excited for this Delayed Takeoff release.
Wow. And last but not least, Cannon, I normally ask this question to all my guests who appear on the radio show and on the TV edition. Cannon, what advice can you give to anyone that's trying to get into the music industry?
Okay, the biggest thing, I haven't had the opportunity to deal with, I guess, more of an industry mixer type event, but just going into it as a true artist who actually loves hip-hop, the biggest thing I would say is just to make the music that makes you feel good. Don't necessarily turn on the radio and feel you have to go get a trap beat or a drill beat like beats that are coming out of Chicago right now. If that's not the vibe you're on, and that's not the content you can present and feel good about it, just make the music you do. Don't focus on just the money, because I feel if you make good music, eventually someone attached themselves to that will provide you with the same financial means as if you just made whatever and put it out just to be hot and then you're not around for that long. So the biggest thing I can say is just make music with content and the delivery that's true to yourself and not true to the radio or the industry, because if you're good enough, somebody's going to find you.
Wow, that's deep. I like that. Hey, Cannon, thank you, brother, for coming, calling in.
I appreciate you having me. I'm glad to be your first interview, man. So
yeah,
I'm gonna take that away from you. So thank you, Sounds Pretty Radio.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for calling in. My first ever phone interview with Virginia rapper Cannon. Right here on
the Delayed Takeoff 2014. Go check out the single Countdown now.
Wow. All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon. Looking out for you.
I appreciate it.
All right. Charm City Direct TV. That's how we do it. The first ever phone interview with my man Cannon, all the way from Fredericksburg, Virginia, by way of Portsmouth, Virginia. Hey, what can you expect? What can you expect right here on the Charm City Direct TV edition? Hey, but don't go nowhere. More to come. More to come with Charm City Direct TV. Stay tuned.